training, and we've looked at very, very many things, but there's an exercise I want us to remind ourselves about. I want us to stand up. Let's stand up. There are some exercises we were doing yesterday. Moving, moving from participants, bringing them to a level of success. Can we do that? Then the knowledge of results, after we've taken through them success, a part at the back. And then also building confidence. And then also interest. And then a level of concern. How do you show concern? You raise. And then you lower. And then finally we had the feelings. Now you can get seated. Our topic this afternoon, we are going to look at small group analysis. That's the activity we'll be having, and we are going to analyze upfront payments and collection policies. And we are going to be in groups, and I want us to get seated. Before I give the instructions, I want us to be seated in the groups that we just had. The way we were seated there during the other session. Let's use the same groups. And wherever I was seated, some will sit there. And we'll be a bit fast. Okay. And here are the instructions. And the instructions are, we are going to analyze upfront payments. Do we all know what it means by upfront payments?
No. Yes.
Yeah. Who knows? Who can guide us?
You pay either before or soon after you have been treated.
Who else has another definition? That's good. Upfront payments. Payment before a service is given. Payment before a service is given. And what about when you hear of collection policies, what comes in your mind?
The technique that is used in the process of collecting or receiving money in an organization. The policies, yeah.
Good. And I think that has been responsive enough. At least we have a clue of when we talk of payments and collection policies, what we are talking about. We are going to have an exercise, and we'll do it in our respective groups. I'll give you a few minutes. Then each group will use a flip chart, whereby you note down the points. And the questions we are dealing with, what do you like about the policy, and what is missing from the policy? I'm going to give you the instructions. I'll give you the questions. And you have 5 minutes.
can tweet.
The policies get the question, and it's understandable. Whatever is supposed to be communicated. What is missing? We are not clear who authorizes credit, circumstances of payment arrangements, the credit needs, and criteria of credit.
Let's see from there on this.
What do we like about the policy? The policy is very clear. The allowances for payment plans is objective, very objective. Some products we have the currency, the procedures going to be used, the guidelines, and the responsibilities.
Then we have the
we saw as though the policy is holistic, which are various aspects of payment, and then it has various options related to payment, cash, credit. Yes. We started thinking about what was missing.
That's all concentrate. Do you have any other points that you plan to add?
I'd like to suggest that this group list all the points from the previous group.
Anything else? Because it seems they did get the visit, but at least you've gotten from your fellow practitioners.
Yes.
And is there anything that you can add? I think we've gotten the points. And how many are back to do this?
And then maybe what is missing, they tell us about contracted insurance. We don't know which is contracted insurance. How we should have given us if we are list of the contracted insurance companies.
You've looked at the points?
Yes.
Can you please
If you, for example, have contracted a company like CS Insurance and you have not contracted AI Insurance, for example.
Okay, clap for yourself. I believe that all land family, and we are going to use it. And somebody in the land family, can you show me by raising your hands? Okay. Strengths for Joyce. Yes.
She was able to create an account with the participants.
Uh-huh.
It's all
She's got good language skills.
She's very interactive.
She explained before she started. Anything else?
She was very calm and composed.
She appeared confident and able to control.
So she fooled everybody, apparently.
She managed her team pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? I was very impressed. I really was very impressed. You're starting with using the PEG system from yesterday. Wow, that you remembered it all and used it. That was fantastic. Using the same groups as before. So you're very conscious of time and making things as simple as possible. Drawing the definitions from about upfront payments and collections. Having you flip chart your answers so it would be able to be quickly discussed. Giving the time alerts. I thought she was meeting all of the different learning style needs. Beautiful job. Recommendations. Yes?
I thought she needed to have processed the exercise when the rest of the participants are seated down, other than cleaning on the flip chart board. Realized Joe was very lost and he was actually behind the flip chart board. So he didn't see the summary.
Yeah. Yeah.
She needed to relax.
She needed to relax.
Yes, she needed to control nervousness because she was pacing up and down.
Uh-huh. Okay, yes.
Maybe perhaps what maybe I'd like maybe to advise you. We as the participants, you are tensed. We don't even see the other people that you are tensed. So you are the one maybe who is making us the area that you are tensed. When maybe you are telling us. So when you're doing it, it's perfect and it came out very well.
I don't have anything to add. I thought that was a good job. All right, let's give her a hand. Pass over your feedback sheet. Sure, but I was something that came up. Okay, Joyce wants to say something, so
And maybe it's a scenario that you can encounter when you're dealing with the groups. There was a group that was seated there. I told them to move to their flip chart. Then they wanted me to justify why are you moving us outside. So again at that point I'm assuming at that point I got stranded. I had to convince them that their flip chart is outside. But anyway, it was fun.
So are you telling me you want me to discipline them in some way? Aha. I bring my clipper. Okay. All right, let's debrief this. You know, sometimes screwing up is the best teacher. And watching other people screwing up is the best substitute teacher. So, what did you learn from this activity? First of all, did you like it?
Yes. Very good.
What did you learn? And we think forward to facilitating. Yeah.
I think when someone stands here and when you are sharing among yourself, when someone says, I was a bit test, it tells you that you're not the only person who also feels a bit test. It is something that comes across. And maybe you should not feel that you are the only one who is facing maybe that challenge.
What else? Yeah, Boston?
I think it was a very good opportunity for people whom you have been with since the training began, presenting before them and them evaluating you. And the way we started with a pledge that they will be as open as possible. So I think that is very good, and the comments in terms of how we have performed are coming very well. So it's very objective. It's a very good thing.
Yeah, I was very pleased with the kinds of observations and comments that you made. They were very, very excellent. Yeah.
Personally, it was very effective for me to learn the passion. Literally, quote unquote, I had a mirror through my colleagues. And for me, what really goes a long way is the areas for improvement. For the areas that are performed, that is okay, but I think I'll work on the areas that were pointed out for me to work on.
What I've really learned is that any training requires some kind of preparation. Yeah, because this was a short one, and yet you could find that there's something that you could have handled. So I'm carrying with myself that any training that I'll be doing in the future, I really have to give it a complete thorough preparation, so that I won't have to feel like I didn't do this.
I know you had that flip chart back there, but I don't think you ever got a chance to use it.
It was projected.
Oh,
What I wanted to do.
yeah, Ayas?
I think even with preparation and all this and planning, things do change when you're on stage. And with practice, then you get to know how to manage situations. So that's a key takeaway for me. And you need to continuously utilize those techniques for them to internalize them.
I don't know if you have the opportunity to sit in on each other's classes, but now that you have a common vocabulary and you know what what to look for. Might not be, if you can arrange for that and get that mirror, that would be nice. Considering that you were asked to ride a bicycle blindfolded with a flat tire, I thought you did great. Really, I mean, it'll never be as stressful, as difficult as it was today. Because you're doing something new to you on a subtopic that might not have been that clearly new or to the participants. I was very impressed, I'm very pleased. So that was great. Anything else?
Yeah, it's not about content. It's about your facilitation style. So you do not need to get worried if you don't know the subject that you're teaching really well. That came out in blood purposes. Saying that this profitability and so on. Well, I apologize.
Well, here, not knowing the content was okay. You've already identified the areas in which you feel most comfortable and confident to teach. So then you'll have that confidence. Okay. Before we move to a close, we have,
Excuse, can I ask
Yes.
a question? What happened in those situations? You are training, and the people that you are talking about, they feel that they should not do some of these things. You have moved them so much to a point when, like, what she was asking, why should we move? So how do you engage these people so that they can see the move?
well, first of all, the activities are set up so that you're not moving people all the time. All right, you're moving them every now and then. So it's unlikely that you're going to have, well, unless you design it that way yourself, and I would recommend that you not. Because, yeah, people can get tired of moving around. So I recommend that you not keep moving them around. And that would be the best answer that I can give. If you are going to be moving people around, for example, you all have been, most of you have been using the flip charts and getting people up, and that's great. The message that we need to get the kinesthetic learners' needs met clearly has been heard. They don't, but everybody doesn't have to stay standing up. You know, and as Sam mentioned, once the flip charts were done, have people sit down. You could have a writer explain it if that's what's necessary. But we did have people standing an enormous amount today. So you want to avoid that. And if you're going to be moving people, explain why. And alert them at the beginning. You know, there will be times where you're going to work independently, individually, in small groups, in larger groups. I may move you around just for different energy, different impact, because very often you learn most from the people you're talking with. You know, and so the people have been given some sense of, well, there's a reason. That person isn't just doing it out of the blue because they want to see people walking around. Is that responsive?
Yes.
Okay, before we move to a close, we do have Bobo here, and he's going to be handing out the certificates, and we need to talk about that for a moment. Did you want to?
Yes,
use the conversation?
Yeah. So, I've talked to a few of you about the wording of the certificate, but we needed to get into some kind of a consensus on exactly how you want that certificate to read. There are different ways, there are different wordings that come with certificates, like certificate of participation, certificate of attendance, certificate of accreditation, and all manner of wordings. When we started this training, we were in agreement that there is a way in which we would kindly request the certificate to appear as. So I have some suggestions here from some of you. One is certificate of participation, as a certified business for health trainer. Another one reads certificate of accreditation for completion of a mini MBA in business for health. Another one reads so and so has been accredited as a certified business skills in health trainer by the USAID and the SHOPS program. And another one reads certificate. This is to certify that so and so has successfully completed a course on business for health as a trainer of trainers. So we need to agree.
I particularly like that last one.
The last one. Okay? Do we have to, how many agree with, this is to certify that so and so has successfully completed a trainers of trainers training on business for health? How many agree with that? Okay. How many have a different idea or have a different suggestion of what they want the certificate to read?
There were some folks who didn't raise their hand, so.
Yeah, that's why I want to hear from them. Anybody with something different? Yes, please.
The other one was a bit sweet. The one for mini what?
Certificate of accreditation for completion of a mini MBA in business of health.
It was coming out a bit sweeter, but then you read it.
But misleading.
Yeah, of course. But
I
I'm
think
saying that.
that's misleading. Yeah.
So, anybody else with a different suggestion? Okay, so we've agreed that it will read certificate on top. This is to certify that so-and-so successfully completed a trainers course in business for health. And then at the back, we can have the modules clearly indicated and probably the number of hours that this course has taken. Do you agree on that?
Yes. You can just have the modules.
The modules, without the number of hours. Okay? Alright. I think that is.
Clarification.
Yes, please.
Have you done this before? This is the last time, the training.
This is the first time.
So is it in order if you have serial number of the certificates?
I'm sorry, is what?
Are you going to do it any other time?
Probably not.
I thought maybe you can have
Well,
serial numbers.
could answer that, but, and so I'll let him answer, but I'm assuming not.
He's talking about serial numbers for certificates.
Yes, we have had it's not going to happen again in Kenya within the life of this SHOPS project, because this is pegged to funding and pegged to a life of a project. So all I can commit to is for through to September 2015 through SHOPS it will not happen in Kenya again. Yeah.
Okay. Bobo is going to hand you your certificates, which just say certificate of participation. When the other certificate is available, then we'll switch it. Okay, but he came here, he wants to give you something.
I can't bear a gift.
You probably want the certificates too.
Yes. Good. This is afternoon, right? Good afternoon. Before I go to certificates, I do want to say a couple of words on behalf of SHOPS. Because of this training, and of course because of the work, we anticipate to continue to do together after having successfully completed this training. We're very excited to have you in the room and that you're able to show the commitment to be here for 5 days. It's not easy to sit down for 5 days, engage, give suggestions, get suggestions, and learn from each other. It can be a long process for many. So it's a good thing that we're investing this time. We are excited and look forward to the training that we will be doing going forward, specifically with the funding that we have spoken about, that Alma will be leading. And even beyond that, the need, I know we have experienced training. I think some of you suggested that futures are also looking to do some business training. Some participated in the ACA training. We know other projects like PSP for H who are looking to do training as well. Just this week we got a paper of the need for healthcare practitioners to improve business processes and improve access to capital so that they can continue sustainably providing healthcare in African countries. So there's a big need. My point is that there's a big need. We know and we're aware of what we have is filling part of that gap with the money that we can do. But beyond that, we're definitely looking to let other people know that we have the resources in Kenya of all of you now this year. So that means when people are looking for, okay, where can we do business training, we'll definitely be saying, look, we spent and invested in training up to 12 trainers who now have these skills and are available in Kenya. If someone wants to do this training or do a training like this, then we'll be definitely more than happy after we have finished our training to make it known and make you guys available to others, because we believe it's a gap. It's a gap and there's a need. And so having this curriculum that was piloted here by Deborah last year in December, and then revised and then improved on, and then having you all with these skills is something we will be talking about. And I want to make that very clear at this point. So that's what I wanted to just mention before I hand out the certificates for all the good work that you have done. And the first one, yes, there are two camera women, camera ladies at the back. The first is Samuel Kariuki Juguna.
That was number one.
Dr. Melvin Edward Delima. Congratulations. Look forward to working together. Vincent Sila Mulube. Thank you, Vincent. Look forward to working together. Joyce Wakiuru Muchiri. Joy. Thank you, Joy. I hope you move the training there. Thank you. Mercy McKenna Murai. We are okay with the photos? Yes. Joel Gadu Jorode. Thank you, Joel. Sunny M. Kitula.
M for masters.
Austin B. Omonyo. Nice to meet you. Pius Kamau Nganga.
Thank you very much.
Douglas Nairo Motuli. Stephen Joona Wamoyo. And Dr. Walter Oyamo Oduga. All right, again on the workshops, asanteni sana, and we're just beginning.